I'm very disappointed in Funko if this situation is true. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you're enjoying your day today. So today we're going to be talking about the Marvel redemption for the Upper Deck Funko trading cards. Now, if you're not up to date or informed at all on this controversy around these cards, I am going to go over all of that today, as well as some new developments. Now, before we jump into today's video topic, I do like to ask a question of the day, which is, do you have a Funko Pop in your collection that has no face? And I'm going to go with the spot. Okay, so let me start from the beginning. So if you don't know, last year during SDCC, Funko put out these trading cards here, which was a new product essentially, and Funko just trying to break into the trading card market essentially. Now initially over at SDCC, that's when these made their debut. So you'll even see some out there that are sealed with a debut SDCC sticker on them. The contents aren't different at all, it just comes with that sticker. It's basically like a con sticker Funko Pop and a shared sticker Funko Pop. So again, initially it was sold at the Comic-Con, and then later on it was actually available at different retailers. Now the price of the box was actually around $200 retail, which was pretty high in itself. And then eventually it actually hit stores like Hot Topic, Box Lunch, and a few other places for around $5 to I think like $8-ish depending on where you bought it. Now the cards included spanned from common cards all the way up to like super rare cards, sketch cards, or like holographic cards and things like that, you know, your typical rarities. Now probably the biggest draw to the box was the redeemable card that was placed in them, and it did actually have a 1 in 24 chance of you pulling that card in the packs or the box, I believe. And again, as I mentioned, that was probably the biggest draw for this box because a lot of people really did not like this when it first came out. Now, one key thing I do want to point out for this redemption is the fact that on the back of it, you will see this is actually my card from a year ago. It does actually state that it will be around a 16-week turnaround time, and I'll highlight or zoom in for you guys, obviously. But anyways, on average, it was supposed to be a 16-week turnaround time for you to actually get your pop in hand. Now, as you can see, we've only just seen the pop, so obviously nobody has this one in hands. I'm not even kidding when I say it's almost been a year. Here's a screenshot from my Upper Deck account where I actually redeemed my card back on July 24th during SDCC time, I believe, or shortly after, something like that, in 2023. So this card has literally been on my desk for almost a year this July. Something else to mention is the fact that that first look at the Captain America Pop redeemable that we got didn't even come from Upper Deck or Funko. It came from a leak news account. So we technically still haven't even gotten the official announcement from them. However, somebody was commenting saying they called them saying it should be shipping in about a month. So I am assuming we will see an official announcement very soon here. And not only have they not actually shown us the pop yet from their own social medias, they actually barely give us any updates throughout this year duration. There were little to no updates from Funko and Upper Deck on their first ever drop of these cards. Not off to a great start. Don't worry though, it gets better. Let's take a full look at this redeemable here. So this does actually feature Captain America from the first Avenger, which is a great looking pop. It's awesome. I love the fact that it's from the movie poster. I think they really designed it well. Until we get to the chase variation here, where parts of his suit are glowing. The blue portions more specifically. Now, something like this, I would have expected Funko to maybe make metallic for the chase. I don't know who at Funko thought it should be glow. Literally, a better chase would have been him battle damaged, dirtied up from mud, or anything else. Like, honestly, I think anything else could have been better than a glow pop of a character that does not glow. So after seeing the pop and its disappointing chase variation, on top of the fact that there was poor communication on this drop all around as to when this thing was coming, and then waiting a year for this redeemable. For those who paid $200 for this box and pulled the redeemable card, you kind of just have to look at it like, was this worth all that money, all that time, and the annoyances that did come with it? However, that's not even the biggest drama that's going on with this pop now. I'm sorry, that was a lot to recap and kind of tell you guys a year's worth of drama and things like that. I apologize if it was a little long-winded, and I will do my best to edit that down. So in the last day, apparently a retailer overseas is actually offering the Captain America redeemable for purchase outside of the cards, meaning that Funko provided them stock for them to sell internationally. And this causes a whole nother mess of issues if this is in fact the situation. Now, I'm not saying that is the situation, I'm just saying that's what it looks like. And here's a conversation between two news accounts over on Twitter kind of talking about it, and they actually reached out to the stores, I believe. So, Pop Holmes, I was waiting for the store to respond, since unknown if it's directly from Funko, to be honest. Wouldn't be surprised though, sucky move. If it's true from Diss Trackers, Upper Deck won't be happy. They canceled Iron Spider because Funko offered it overseas when they weren't supposed to. Pop Holmes, they said it's directly from the distributor and should come around end of July. So that means that Funko directly provided them stock, if what they're saying is actually true, allowing them to sell this pop overseas for like 15, 20 bucks. And the reason I say this causes a mess of problems is because so many people paid over $200 to get this redeemable in this pop. It was supposed to be exclusive. It was supposed to only be redemption based. The really weird thing about it is that in no way does this even benefit Upper Deck to be a part of this. So I don't really know Upper Deck's involvement. I've seen a few people try to tag them and get answers from them. I don't believe they've answered just yet, so we're still waiting on that. Funko hasn't also said anything about this. I don't think they will. They don't really usually respond to stuff like this. Now, obviously, over the years, Funko has done some really weird and kind of shady stuff sometimes. We've kind of highlighted it here on the channel. Plenty of other people have made videos, and plenty of other accounts have posted about it and things like that. Just really weird things that Funko has done from a business standpoint. They went through multiple CEOs, as you can see. I am not going to sit here and gaslight you guys and act like there is not a ton of issues wrong with Funko. There 100% is, and I feel like I do a very good job of actually highlighting a majority of those to an extent, of the ones that are actually worth talking about. You know, obviously every company is going to have its issues. This is one of the bigger issues for sure that I wanted to make a video on. I think more people should be talking about this because they need to be held accountable for their choices like this and their actions. You can't just put out a new product that is redemption based, put a pop behind that wall so people are paying hundreds of dollars for it, and then give a store overseas stock. I really hope this is not that situation because this looks so bad for them. At the moment, this is the only store that anybody has seen that's doing this. If more start to pop up and sell this pop, or if we see it at like discount stores or something like that, that is a huge problem, and nobody should be supporting any further cards that they put out. So guys, that pretty much catches you up on the situation. I figured I would throw my thoughts out there. I had a few people asking me about it, so I was like, why not? Let me do a video. Let me highlight this topic more so more people can see it, possibly at Funko, so this whole thing can get figured out and maybe even laid to bed if it's just a misunderstanding. With that being said, I do want to say a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And lastly, make sure to follow me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.